Hello, YouTube. Very, very special show tonight. I have a guest like you wouldn't believe. Welcome. Where are you, people? You should be millions lined up here. All right, let's see here. Pretty tricky day, but before we get into what we're going to cover, which are the future levels, and on most of the contracts that are interesting, we're going to cover the Nvidia, of course, and its impact on the market. And is there an all-time high? Yes, I said those words, all-time high. We were pretty close. But first, let me introduce to you a man that needs no introduction. You guys had good guesses going. So let's see here. There he is. None other than Jim Cramer himself. There he is. How you doing, Jim? So let's start with the obvious. Jim, let's see here. What would you do with NVIDIA right now? What? Okay, so you heard it here first. He says, buy, buy, buy. I'm shocked. I am absolutely shocked. So I don't know what else he has to say. Let's see. How about we ask him about Microsoft next? Let's see.
Don't buy.
What?
Don't buy.
But it's Microsoft. Don't buy. I'm confused, Jim. I'm totally freaking confused. Wow. Okay, folks, what would you give me a ticker? Give me a ticker for Jim. He's waiting. Come on. Look at him. His arm is tired. Give me a ticker for Jim. What? AMC. Okay, perfect. What was it? Oh my gosh.
Sell.
I'll speak for him. All right, enough with Jim. Get the out of here. Okay, folks, let's get something else interesting here. Let's share my screen, which will be productive and make us some money. That was a little funny. We'll go with that. And we'll bring it onto the stage. Boom. And guess what? I'll fall to the backside here. Okay. Rivian, that would have been sell too. But AMC was perfect. High five, whoever did that. That's amazing. All right. So, hello. It's the holidays in America. This is the holiday where you can stuff your face and it's okay. All right. Don't eat too much. Okay, so first things first. The day was tricky, but it was tradable. We kind of nailed almost every move. All these check marks were extensions we were expecting. Even the last one that didn't come until after hours. So what am I saying? It seems like headline this and headline that, but it's not all about the headlines. It is tradable. And that's the point. We've been saying tactical. I'm not getting married to anything because we are near all-time highs. Yes, I said it. All right, let's jump into it. So let's go into the ES. We'll go to a daily chart right away. So this is the daily chart on the ES. To get the levels, we have to look at the daily, believe it or not. This is the September struggle, and earlier in the summer. But if I zoom out a little bit, the all-time high was within 5% today, within 5%. So that's pretty shocking to a lot of people, and some people just don't get it. Everybody's looking down, and now it might creep into the conversation that's like, hey, so if I'm looking at this stock, forget what it is, and I see this broadening wedge, what do they say, buy the third touch or whatever. If they confirm this breakout, it's not a breakout yet, but if they confirm it, look how close the other trigger is, and look how big the inverse head and shoulders is. The upside is like 1,000 points, no joke. So what am I saying? Don't short because you hate it. You might get hurt badly. And the news is just the same from the NASDAQ, even worse for the bears, because the NASDAQ is broken out from this descending wedge or broadening wedge. All it needs is one more bounce and one more higher high, and it's officially broken out. And what's going to stop that? So the bears got a reprieve today. Why? Because NVIDIA didn't explode. It did what we thought it would do. By the way, if somebody took the $1,800 credit trade today, you might have some money tomorrow morning, depends on where they open. But I also said it needed to drop to, like, there's something going on at 860 and 850 or 855. It went to 865. I'm sorry, 465 and bounced right off. So pay attention to NVIDIA reaction tomorrow. Meanwhile, let's go back to the ES conversation and get some levels. All right, so I'm going to go to a 2-hour chart. It's hard to talk levels on a lower time frame at this point because the resistance is far back and you need to zoom out. So they're taking out the current levels. So that's one level of resistance. And the only really sharper level of resistance is at 46.35, 36, something like that. There's a tiny gap at 45.97. On the way down, we have plenty. Why? Because we've risen so fast. 45.01, believe it or not. And then I will put a line at 46.63 and some more at 44.37. Nothing is really moving right now except the RTY, but that's a completely different story. So let's go to the NASDAQ on this same time frame. So because we had a retracement today, we have an immediate trigger that's available, and that would be 16,124. It's an easy one. And then on the downside, if you want, I think the buyers will step in at 15,842, and then somewhere inside this candle, I'll give you a number, 15,720, right there. So, and then of course the base of the candle. This is just the two main ones. The RTY is a completely different story. It's trying to hold on to dear life, and that's unfortunate. So I don't think we're going to break out. We had that same scenario in 2021 at the highs, so be careful. This is a different situation than then, but still be careful. 1839 is a problem, clearly, and above that, plenty of other problems. Let's tackle one problem at a time. And 1771. Those are the two lines. 1839, 1840 if you want to round, and 1770 if you want to round to remember those easily. They should hold most of that candle. Hopefully they will. All right, so other tickers, what we have, crude. I'm not too happy with crude. Crude oil, I think on a daily, they're selling rallies. You can almost see it here. So if I step out in time frame, you will see it. But so I'm not chasing upside yet. And the shorter term, like on the 2-hour chart, you can see a hard sell at 79.80, and then another hard sell at 82. So you have sellers between 79, 80, so 80 to 82 sellers scattered at multiple levels, and you have a lot of buyers below as well. But they have the buyers have failed, whereas the sellers have not. That's why you get the lower highs, lower lows. I thought I saw something on the 15-minute chart with crude. A candle. Okay, whoops. What is happening? Somebody clicked on something. Where did we go? There we are. Escape. I moved my entire desk around, so it's all foreign to me. See all these clusters of buyers? That's what you want to see on crude, not lose. So 77. If you go below 77, I think you're going to start some sort of a debacle. But it is tradable, and this is a trigger to help you tackle this big guy right there. All right, so that's crude. On gold, I still don't think that they are tradable for the upside on a sustainable basis. I know they look pretty exciting, gold, but finally gold and silver are in sync. And I think they need one more dip, prove they can hold. Like, for example, GC, it needs to hold, I bet you 1970, that wick maybe. And if not that, 1960, in order to take out these fails. And I wouldn't get excited until they take out 2020, that one right there. Ooh, 2020, yikes, what a year. All right, where are you? Come on, comments, so we can put some of your comments up there. And SI looks almost identical, but here it is. Almost identical. We traded silver. I have not re-engaged. I'm waiting. That is not SI. That's why. Let's go with silver futures. How about that? Almost identical. They are. There we go. So it too has a harmonic pattern. It too is not done with it. Target 1 is almost done here. Target 2 is still on the way. It does have buyers below. I think the best bet is 23.7. And look at all these sellers. All these wicks are sellers. So I'm not too excited about owning longs. So I have not re-engaged longs in silver. Okay. What's next? NG. Somebody asked me today in the live room on nat gas. I have an eerie feeling on nat gas. I'm going to say what I usually say. Don't trade that garbage. It's too violent. And unless you know how to stop out real quickly, this could turn into a you know what show pretty fast. So be careful with nat gas. All right, back to the show as far as what do we do now? What happens with the market? Well, let's see what happens with NVIDIA tomorrow and the follow-up and all the companies that trade like NVIDIA and see what they want to do with it. For example, Microsoft is an all-time high. What is it going to do? Google today was a little frisky. Whoops, I told you I moved everything around, including my keyboard. Is a little frisky. So what are these big guys going to do? All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. I'm going to look at the comments. Soaking up the knowledge. Wow. Well, I'll take that. That deserves to be up there. Notice that two times in a row, I'm pretty sure I haven't put anything about JPOW. Good guesses on who the guest was, although they were one of you guessed it correctly. KV, are you in here? High five. Okay, so Raghu, get better. And Thanksgiving is coming up for the US. I'm driving, so tomorrow will be half day. If you're in the live room, you're on your own. Actually, a little bit more than half the day. Meanwhile, hit me with some questions. Anybody has some tickers they want to run? I have maybe time for 1 or 2 tickers given the delay we have here between me and you. Let's see, skimming the questions here. NG will hurt you. Yes, Jerem, of course. Celebrity among us. Oh, you speak from experience. AMD, yes, Javier. So AMD, we'll look at AMD. We need to be here tomorrow to see how AMD has traded and how it will trade with or without. Look at that reaction. How silly is that? You know, one company reacts and then another company falls. Completely different set of financials. But look at the orderly number they fell into this week. So now what do you do with that number? You put an alert here. And next time it crosses 116, you come and look at the chart and see where it wants to go. And then you put an alert down here and say, okay, maybe I'll catch it down here. I'm still long the IWM, so RTY, to see where it wants to go. And hopefully there'll be some rotation out of some tech into the RTY. And that's for tomorrow. So we will discuss that. Tesla, whoa, Tesla. We don't have time to tackle Tesla, but we'll put it on the chart. So Tesla is a wild one today. Let's go to 15 minutes maybe. Okay. I say wild one because of these candles. So we had a complete spike and a retracement, and they didn't even try to get down to the bottom of that weak candle. I say weak because it didn't transact a lot, so there wasn't a lot of volume. They held the level. That was pretty impressive. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. The VIX was low, so there were no mean tweets, so to speak, but we'll see how it handles that tomorrow. If they hold 239, they have an opportunity to bust out at 244. I don't think it's doable, but if the market is up tomorrow, then they may do it. So, but get into the room. We will trade it well. If you're not a member, join. We kick ass. We have like 300 people in the room almost every day, 280 to 320, depends on the day. Fed days are busy. We do good work. And look for the write-up in the morning. Again, if you took any iron butterflies from me, they should be winners tomorrow morning, especially NVIDIA, if it opens somewhere around here. Don't come to me with 2 hours later and say, hey, what did you do with that? You need to trade it in the morning. All right, folks, I am out of time almost. 30 seconds. Amazing group. Thank you, thank you. You are a member, then come to me tomorrow. Come to me. Friday, iron butterflies will be great. Oh, we'll check. We'll see. Thank you for being a member. Coin. Coin is trading with, Bitcoin today had a spill. That's a small setback on Bitcoin. They were working on higher highs and higher lows, and this is a lower low. All right, Mark. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, Tony. Sign up already. I'm going to see you in March or what? All right, I got to go. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Tell your friends. Millions of viewers today. Millions minus millions. Anyway, see you later. Bye.